So students, let's continue with the second part of the video, which is all about denim cloth manufacturing. So in the previous session, I've already discussed about the origin of denim, and now in this particular session, we'll go ahead with manufacturing and the preparation of denim cloth. Okay, so moving ahead, manufacturing preparation of denim cloth, preparing the cotton yarn. So the raw material is very, very important. So preparing the cotton yarn, in this process, the gind cotton to cotton yarn, that is nothing but you can see in the picture, the raw cotton, which has been to the cotton yarn, carding, silvers, joining silvers, pulled and twisted, ropes, further twist in spinning machines, stretch the fibers to form yarn. So this is nothing but a process where each and everything goes step by step, where gind cotton is nothing but cotton picked directly from fields. So that cotton is being used for carding. Carding is nothing but cotton is to put through machines that contains brushes with bent wires and teeth. So, to straighten that particular raw cotton and to make it into, the threads. So there are also something called cards, the brushes used. So, instead of, the raw material of the cotton is being, through this particular carding where the cotton is pushed through these particular machines to straighten and, to make them in the form of, threads, nothing but the wire forms. They're also called something called silvers, which cleaned and the tangled thread or the tangled cotton and to straighten those particular fibers. So there are something called ropes where silvers are joined together and they are like pulled and twisted. So once the cotton has been turned into a thread, it's been pulled, stretched, and to make threads stronger. So it's all in the process. You can see in the picture, it's been the raw cotton here has been through this particular carding and with the help of silvers, it has been twisted and it has been turned into this particular form to form the fibers. Okay, so these yarn ropes in spinning machines twist and stretch. So you can see here how exactly they've been turned and switched and how exactly they've been turned. Now this is nothing, the color is not this. First of all, it's been brought into this particular form. Okay, so later we'll talk about the color. That is nothing but the dyeing the yarn. Denim cloth is dyed with chemical synthesized indigo before being woven. So I told you whatever the yarn or the thread is being pulled out or the raw material, the processes, those particular ball wraps, nothing but you can see in the picture. Okay, so before this color, it has been totally in white color because of the cotton, and that particular wall wraps were dipped into indigo mixture several times so that the dye covers the yarn in layers. So once the thread is totally been in the form of balls, it has been rolled into the form of balls, it's been dipped in these particular indigo mixture. Okay, so dyed yarn slashed coated with sizing. So seizing is nothing but it's a kind of a starchy substance where you can see, you can feel your jeans. It makes them, it's stiffer. It will not be get folded, and you will not find those marks. So after particular dyeing it, that particular wrap or the balls have been once again coated with seizing. It's nothing but a starchy substance to make the threads much more stronger and stiffer. Okay, so weaving the yarn. So once the the thing has been brought, the raw material is being converted into threads. Now how exactly it is being used? The blue dyed threads form the wrap, those long vertical threads, as I showed, as you saw in the previous picture. It is like this. Okay, now these balls will combine with white threads form the reft. Reft is nothing but it's not only the blue threads, it's the combination of white threads also. Reft is nothing but the shorter and horizontal threads. They've been totally joined together, the blue dyed ones and also the white threads. But the blue threads are being used more because that's why it just blue dominates. You can feel that. Cloth is brushed to remove loose threads and lint. Lint is nothing but, the leftovers or, the uneven thread parts. Denim is queued in a way that will prevent it from twisting when it is made into clothing. So, it's queued in such a way that it will prevent, when twisting and it made into a clothing. Next, pre-shrink. So before, it's been sent for further converting into a jeans, it's been, shrunk to such a way like 3 to more than 3%, so that, it comes to that particular size and it will be much more stiffer. Okay, so after selecting the desired design, patterns from the design are cut from heavy paper or cardboard. So, those thick sheets of jean cloth is already made. Now, depending upon the patterns, depending upon the sizes, they've been, cut. The pieces of denim are cut with high-speed cutting machines from sacks 100 layers thick. So it's like several sheets have been placed and they've been cut. A pair of blue jeans contains about 10 different pieces, like, the pockets, the leg panels, the waistband, and the belt loops. So it is like, it's in the form of division of labor. It's going to be divided, and, people in small scale industries and, cottage industries, how exactly they work in industries also, it is like division of labor. Now, when it comes to sewing, in an assembly line fashion with rows of industrial human operated sewing machines. I can show you in the end the pictures where you can see here and here also. So it's like division of, one part of the work is done by one particular group and it's being passed. For example, someone is concentrating on the leg pattern, someone is concentrating on the jib, someone is concentrating on, rivets. So like that, each particular person has, a division of, a labor where like one particular person is master over one part of work. So you can see here, each assembly line worker is assigned a specific function. First, the various pockets and belt loops are assembled to that particular piece. Next, one worker attaches the pockets to the leg seams, other sews the leg seams together, another attaches the waistband. So it comes step by step. Later, zip is sewn. Finally, the rivets are placed in the appropriate places and the markers label in sewn. So step by step, it's being, just the work goes on. Now there's something called pre-wash or stone wash to alter the appearance or texture. Now we can see certain, jeans, we select them also, the stone washed one and all. And the pre-washed one are nothing but the soft denim. The stone washed one, it's like a kind of, faded jeans, which is very much stylish these days. So in order to get that stone wash one, they add a pumice. It's nothing but a chemical. So if you add that, wash the jeans with that particular chemical, there's a faded appearance on the jeans, which is really trendy, and people go for it. Then pressing and placing into large pressing machines, after everything up, all the parts have been attached, all the buttons and everything is being placed, it's been sent on iron steams. A size tag is being punched, the jeans are folded, staked in place in the boxes according to the styles, according to the color, sizes and all. So quality control is very, very important. After completion, blue jeans are inspected. Everything is being placed in the right way. Everything is being sewed properly or not. Again and again, it's been inspected. The buttons, the holes, everything. The zippers are also checked. If something goes wrong, it's been sent again back, for a long check. Now, this is what exactly you can see certain pictures. And this is how exactly the people work and in the industries. And I talk about the small scale industries or cottage industries. This is all about the industrial background where division of work is being done. They master over one particular part of work. So I hope this was really helpful for you all in understanding, because I made my best to put the important points and also some of the pictures for you all to make understand. So once again, go through the lesson. If anything which has been difficult, we'll once again discuss the important points. Thank you, students. Have a good day.